I think we're live. We're live. I think we are live in the right live. Hi. Okay. My dog is just. How's that been working out for you? Good. Okay. Hi, Margot. Hi, Deborah. Anne, Linda, Anne Rose, Linda, Lisa L, Deborah L, Janae. You guys are freaking me out with all these names. Kevin. Julie W. Oh, I'm in top chat too, and isn't that stupid? It is. I loaded up 2 videos today. There's one about the Murdo's auction, and there's another one that I added to shorts, but it wasn't there until just now. I had to go re-add it. That was weird. Okay, Chris Ree, Lyndall, hi. How's everybody doing? Okay, so it's Ray's birthday for another 3 minutes, but Ethan didn't feel good today, so we don't know whether it's, we'll see what it is. He said his stomach hurt, and he just started track. And hi, Angelique, I'm sorry. But he seems to have like a low-grade fever, and he said like he couldn't really walk. I don't know whether he's sore from track because they made them run like 4 miles to first. I don't know what it is, but we'll see what happened. But didn't want to have Michael and Gia around if we don't know if he's sick or not. And so I made the cake. The cake is in the thing. And I guess we'll do it tomorrow if everything is okay. I've got to go to the dentist, though, at 5. So we'll see what happens. I think this happened. Something like this happened last year. We had to delay the cake. But, you know, whatever it is. I had a candle lit and sang him happy birthday anyway. What was I going to say? And what else am I going to say? Hi, Barb Olson. We missed you for the movie last night. Hope you're doing okay. Okay, so let's talk about... yeah, I don't know what's going on with notifications, Kevin, but people aren't getting them. YouTube is really being stupid, and I didn't even share this stream out. I just... I guess I should do stuff like that. You know, my daughter didn't even know about... I just talked to my daughter a few minutes ago. She didn't even know about the guy with the axe that was arrested in New York City at the St. Patrick's Day Parade. I'm like, did you hear about the guy that from ISIS that was arrested with the axe at the St. Patrick's Day Parade? She's like, what city? I'm like, New York City? And she's like, no, I didn't hear anything about it. She didn't hear anything about it. I forgot to tell her about the Aldi's recall. Shoot, and Trader Joe's.
Message her real quick. You have to. Don't forget.
All right, I will. But I'm wondering, yeah, I don't even know. With axe. Okay.
What's the Aldi's recall?
All the frozen strawberries. It's more than Aldi's. I think it's Costco, Trader Joe's, Aldi's, and like 2 or 3 other stores. Yeah. Not good. Not good. Sorry guys, I'm just sharing this really fast because YouTube's not sending our notifications. So yeah, I talked to the other kids. My daughter said she got some nice signs today. My son, Michael, said he ran into, it's funny, and I was thinking of this friend of Ray's last night, and he's like, we had a really nice conversation about Ray, and I remember the guy that he's talking about, he came to the funeral, and he was a really nice kid, and he was telling some really nice stories about Ray that I had never heard, some funny ones, about when they were driving in the snow, and it was really, really hairy driving, and he's like, Ray was just calm and everything, and he's like, what, we had they did like a donut or something in the road, and he goes, Ray just took his hand and put it against him like this, and he goes, you okay, dude? Okay. And he's like, yeah. And it was very funny the way he told it. But I guess he met my son and Gia out at, they had stopped into the local casino, because sometimes they goes there, they go to dinner there for the restaurants, and so they ran into each other, and he said, I saw him, and then we were talking, and he said, so it was nice.
So he was the type not to freak out over a situation. He would stay calm.
No, he's calm. So he's like, because when this kid was telling the story, he was saying like how it was like great, like I don't know, the car was spinning around and stuff, and he's like, and Ray just put his hand out, and then he was just like, when they came to a stop, he's like, you all right? Yeah.
That's cool. That's awesome. I love that.
So yeah, it was funny that I had never heard that story from him, but that's who my son Michael said he ran into him last night, and so he's like, we had a lot of nice talk, and he told me a lot of stories about Ray and stuff, and we were talking about him, and that was nice. And he said, I've been doing a lot of thinking about him the last few days, and he actually went to the casino. The reason he went there, that's right, he was going to play number 19 on the roulette.
Oh my God.
And for some reason, and I forget why, he said, I don't know whether the roulette tables were closed, something. He said he wasn't able to do it, but he ran into this friend of Ray's, and then they, I think they went to get something to eat, and they had a nice talk, so that was nice.
The 19 was his birthday, right?
Oh, yeah. Yep. Let's see now. I've got to tweet this. Let me just make sure I got this. So, yeah. What are you doing there, Bubby? You're killing that bed, Lulu. Oh my gosh, she kills beds. Roman does that too. He makes like a little hole in his bed, and then he takes like stuffing out of it. A little bit of it. I don't know why they have to kill a bed. I don't understand it. Why do they have to kill it? Don't kill it, Lulu, please.
It's the digging aspect.
Oh my gosh, it didn't do anything to you.
It's the terrier.
Oh, it's terrible. But Desi doesn't do that, and he's a terrier. And Zoe didn't do that. It's like this little terrier, she is... I see like little fuzz. I'm like, stop.
Well, I think a dog just comes out a certain way, just like people.
Stop. Okay. Cut it out. Okay. But Roman does it, and he's not a terrier, he's a dachshund, but... My son Michael was like, Lulu and Roman would make wonderful puppies. They would be like wire hair dachshunds. And I'm like, yeah, that's great, Michael. He's like, no, they'd be really... He goes, we could call them... What did he tell me? What did he call them? Oh my gosh.
Watsies.
Dotties? No. Doxies? No. Did he call them doxies? No. Did he call them doxies? No, he called them... Oh gosh. Oh, I can't think of the name. And it was so funny.
If you stop thinking about it, it'll come to you.
Yeah, I know.
But if it comes to you and it's 6 a.m., it'll call me.
I won't, but it was so funny. Because it wasn't the name that they normally call the mix of them. And I was like, oh, that's a much better name. Okay, let me see here. Okay, so we've got that. Now that's good. All right. And did I put the only other place I just got it? Let me just put it on the Facebook page. He told me something. He was telling me about dogs and about if you neuter them too early. Something about, and they neutered Desi. The breeder neutered Desi. The nice thing was it was in the price of the dog, and the dog was neutered at, I think Desi, how old was Desi when we got Desi? I think Desi was 11 or 12 weeks. And he was still real small, but he was completely neutered. And she didn't let her dogs leave without them being neutered or the females being spayed. And I think that's really early to spay a female.
I agree.
That's kind of scary to me.
Yeah.
But the boys, I was like, okay, well, she neutered them. But my son was saying something like, he was reading that they need some of the hormones that, I don't know what he's saying. I'm like, really? And he's like, yeah. He's like, don't get Jasper neutered too early if you're going to do that. Or, I'm like, okay, well.
Roman fixed?
Uh-uh.
Oh, he's not.
He's not.
Oh, well, he's well over a year.
Oh yeah, he's 3. He's like he's like
Are they
Desi.
gonna breed Roman?
Well, Romans, yeah. Right. He was always thinking of it. He was going to get a female because he loves Roman so much, and he wanted. And then now he's trying to convince me to do it. But I'm like, well, if I was going to breed her at all, probably it would be with the 2 Scotties because they're not brother and sister, and they're both AKC. So.
Yeah. That's what people do when they have ACK. AKC, sorry, said it backwards.
Let me see here now. What am I trying to do? I'm trying to go over here to that. Let's see. I think Jimmy feels better because he was so worried about like the first, and we kept them apart on the first heat. And knock on wood, I said to my son, let's hope I did it successfully because I think we did. We'll find out. Okay, so I've got that one now. Okay, that's all done now. Sorry, guys. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to like hold you up. Okay, so we're going to go to the Colorado dentist who is charged with poisoning his wife. I was just sharing that out because YouTube doesn't want to put notifications. Okay, all right, well, yeah, it will just be me right now, and then I'll figure out what it is, okay? Julie. All right, I will fix that. Now, look, my number 1. Your number 1 what? LMW? High Earthbound Spirit. What did you win? Let me see what she won. The panel has an echo. Okay, Al. Echo on Isle Nicole, Janae said. Okay. All right. I don't think you can hear it when I'm just talking, right? So let me do the true crime headlines and then we'll clean up Isle Nicole with the echo. Why did the breeder care of Desi? I guess some breeders do. Some breeders do. Some breeders don't want their, like they don't want the dogs bred. It wasn't because anything's wrong with the dogs. That was her policy. Because I think what they do is if you say that you're going to breed the dog, they charge you more. Look, my number 1. I don't know what your number 1 what? What did your number win? I don't know. And you hear Lulu's really going to town on that dog bed, right? I'm so glad I am. bought that very nice dog bed, Lulu. Okay, you know,
Wanted her initials. Janae called her Lifetime Movie something. Where is it? Lifetime Movie Network Woman 50. That's what Janae said LMNW was.
oh, good, that's good. Your mother's home, Captain Lee fan? Hi. Hi, 61. I'm going to do a story in your home state, the dentist. Do you know about the dentist? Maybe you don't, because my daughter didn't even know about the guy with the axe that was arrested at the St. Patrick's Day Parade. And the other story I'm going to work on, and I have to finish watching the documentary, is, like I asked you guys yesterday, I don't know how many of you watched HQ, that it was very popular around here. It was an interactive trivia game where you can win money, where you could win money. You would go on every night. It would be on at a certain time, right on. You had to download the app. It was a live video, and they would ask, I forget how many questions it was, and everybody would play, and then they would get you down until there were only a few. My daughter won once. Okay, and sometimes you could win a lot of money, and sometimes you had to split a lot of money. So she, at one time, there were so many people that won when she did. I think she ended up getting like $100. But there are people that got more money than that, and it was catching on, and it was doing really well. And then there was all this controversy, which I never knew, because I never even knew it was off. I know that we were playing it all the time. All of us were playing it. Ray, Michael, Alexandra, Jimmy, myself, and then it was just not on. You know, we didn't do it anymore, and I was wondering about it just the other day, I swear to you. And then Jimmy goes, there's a documentary on CNN about this, and it seems very interesting, so that's what I was telling him to record, and I'm going to finish watching it, and then I'm probably going to do a video about it, just because it's interesting, even in like YouTube terms, even though it wasn't YouTube, but some of the dynamics that goes on, and some of the jealousies that can happen, and the problems that causes, and because these hosts, you'll see what I mean. Okay, so I'm going to do that. But anyway, let's go to the Colorado. Colorado. And somebody said the dentist looks scary. He does look scary. He looks like his eyes are all bloodshot too, and yeah, he looks scary. There's also a lot of controversy about that guy that disappeared in New Orleans and was found rolled up in that blanket, but it wasn't foul play, because there was like 2 other people now that's been found like that. So I don't know what's going on with that. But this guy, and speaking of this, I've got to go to the dentist tomorrow, but there are a lot of dentists lately that have killed their wives or poisoned their wives or whatever. But this guy, he was arrested earlier today, charged with poisoning, the poisoning death of his 43-year-old wife. And this is in Aurora. And I know Aurora, Colorado there's a lot of stuff around that city, right? But James Tolliver Craig, I feel like I know that name, 45, drove his wife to the hospital on Wednesday night when she complained of severe headaches and dizziness. Once she was at the hospital, investigators say that her condition rapidly deteriorated, and she was put on a ventilator and into intensive care. A short time later, she was declared medically brain dead. Meanwhile, police were investigating the details and determined that she had been poisoned. So they obtained an arrest warrant for Craig not long after his wife was taken off of life support. Now, the Chief Mark Hildebrand said, and I quote, "When the suspicious details of this case came to light, our team of officers and homicide detectives tirelessly worked to uncover the truth behind the victim's sudden illness and death. It was quickly discovered this was, in fact, a heinous, complex, and calculated murder, and I'm very proud of our major crimes homicide unit's hard work in solving this case and pursuing justice for the victim." Police did not release the victim's identity, but according to his, well, this is not the victim, this is the suspect. His bio page at Summerbrook Dental Group, where he practices, his wife's name was Angela, and they had 6 children. 6 children. Wow. Let's see if we can find that out. Summerbrook Dental Group. Wow, is this the same guy? Oh, look at this. Let's see what we can learn here. This is interesting. So, yes, James Tolliver Craig. Now look at that man that you see there on the screen. And now look at this. Oops, where did it go? There it is. It's my new dentist. Somebody might say, oh, he looks like a very nice dentist. Oh, let's read about his bio. This is Dr. Jim Craig. Dr. Jim Craig did his undergraduate work at Brigham Young University. Oh, she wants to know, this lady from the dental office wants to know if she can help me. No, thank you, lady. We're trying to look at your dentist here. Goodbye, lady. In Provo, Utah, and graduated from dental school at the University of Missouri at Kansas City. Dr. Craig was an associate professor of the University of Missouri Dental School, where he taught courses in clinical dentistry, biochemistry, and histology. Dr. Craig and his wife Angela are the proud parents of 6 great kids. Dr. Craig and his family love the outdoors and are constantly in search of the perfect campsite, mountain biking, trail, or rock to climb. Patients come from all over the world to see Dr. Craig. Really, it's not uncommon for him to see patients from Texas, California, New York, England, or Wyoming. Wow, that's some trip from New York to the dentist. He must be some dentist, huh? Too bad he's in jail now. He also commonly welcomes patients from Aurora, Centennial, Englewood, Denver, Parker, and the Denver Tech Center. Sounds like a great guy on paper, doesn't he? He's a family man, a dentist, continuing education. People come from all over the world to see him, but he's accused with poisoning his wife and killing the mother of those 6 children. Let's see if we can find anything else about her. So, Angela Craig. Angela Craig, Colorado. Okay. Angela Craig. Well, there's an Angela Craig. That's a cashier at Bradco. Angela, oh, look at this. You know what's so funny? They were one of those people that didn't have their own Facebook page. Oh, isn't this cute? Hold on a minute. They had one of those, I don't really trust my spouse enough to let my spouse have their own Facebook page, so we have to have a joint Facebook page. I once knew a guy that his email, including email to his friends and to work, was signed jointly with him and his wife. This is bizarre. Absolutely bizarre. Okay, so where did we get you? Because I know I put you over here. He's got a joint Facebook page. I'm sorry, I think anybody that has a joint Facebook page, it screams, I don't trust my spouse. Because why do you need a joint Facebook page? Let's see here. Where did I? Where are you? I just had him. Okay, I'm gonna go get him again because I don't know. I lost him. Okay, let me just go here. Okay, now don't lose. Yeah, I have so many tabs open, and the problem is that I lose tabs because they go off, like you can't possibly have any more tabs open. So let me close some of these tabs here so I will see the ones I have. I'm almost there yet. Okay, here we go. Angela and Jim Craig, light the world, what does it say? Light the world one by one. So this is why you can never believe, I'm not saying everybody that posts, you know, all this stuff is a fake, or it's fake, or there's more going on, but in so many cases, there is so much more going on than you see. Okay? Look at this guy. All these kids with this woman living their best life, but then he's poisoning her. Okay? Taking their mother away. I was not talking to you, beautiful. Let's see what they said. Love this picture. You look great, Angie. I hope you and your cute family had a wonderful Christmas. Thank you, Aunt Karen. Merry Christmas. Hello, you two. Merry Christmas. Carrie, hello. How is Utah and grandmahood? You look like you are loving it. Merry Christmas. It is great. Yes, I love both. Two of my favorite people. Is favorite code for fellow fanatics. Merry Christmas, Michelle. Nice picture. Too bad you look a lot like your dad, says Gary Craig. Angela, funny. I thought this picture made me look like my mom. Love, Ange. I was not talking to you, beautiful. Okay, so this must be his dad. That must be his dad that's talking to him. Too bad you look a lot like your dad. Light the world one by one. This is why mothers of 3-year-olds don't take showers while the older kids and dad are gone. Oh, she chopped her hair off. Mouse and Muggy helped me plan a trip to Orlando, which was quite complicated. Lots of moving pieces. Sure, I've used other travel agencies in the past, but none of them were quite as personable as these guys. I even had a late last-minute question. Okay, she's giving a testimonial for the travel. Please, let's see. It's many petties, more to come. Oh, so they're going to South Africa. How long did it take you to get there? It was an 8-hour flight to London, an 11-hour flight to Johannesburg. Trying new protein bars. Wish me luck. Oh, look at this. They even bought a gray parrot. Have we introduced everyone to Ember yet? So I got a text from Jim Craig. Oh, so he had his own Facebook page, but hers had to say Angela and Jim. I wonder if he made her do that. Now that's even more interesting. While on a trip with my sister, informing me he put a down payment on a bird that hadn't hatched yet. What kind of pet needs a down payment? About 2 months ago, we got to bring this beauty home. Turns out we love her, even though we're a little nervous about what Daddy is teaching her to say. The funniest part is Jim just figured out she's going to outlive us. Now we need to add her to our will. Okay, so he buys like a pet like that without even letting her know, right? So it sounds like he I wonder if that... Yeah, he has his own Facebook page, look. But hers has to say hit. I wonder if that was his doing. Hello, patients, friends, and family. This year we're at Summerbrook. Okay, so he doesn't have recent posts up here. This post is kind of strange, like he's on a dating profile. Here's some basic pics of the wife and kids. That's back in 2008. So this page is either not used and they moved to the joint one because of some reason. Yeah, I wonder what's about that. Husband, father, dentist, theme park junkie, opera lover, football fan, cook, fisherman, snowboarder. Looks like he's taking that picture for a dating site or something. That's a little bizarre. Okay, let's see what else we have. So he buys a bird without telling her, then I may be one of the old people for saying this, but I just love this guy. I need popcorn and an old movie binge day for Jerry Lee Lewis. I'm declaring it's National Hairband Day, Aerosmith. After a year of owning the material, I finally finished Hung the Curtains. Okay, so she's a stellar homemaker, it seems. She made the curtains and hung the curtains. Not a single piece of that play set came pre-assembled. 9 hours, many scrapes and bruises. Who knew I was so clumsy? She puts herself down. A few bug bites and one heck of a farmer's tan. Nora's birthday present is ready to play with, thanks to my 2 oldest kids who took turns helping me assemble and bringing me fluids. Wow, so Daddy didn't even help with that. Very interesting, because our swing structure was much bigger than that, but it took, I mean, I could not have done it myself. Jimmy did a lot of it. I helped. And then all the kids were helping at one point. I was just reading about that on my Facebook page, ironically, because I went back to look for something else. And it took us way more than one day. But she did that smaller set on her own with the kids bringing her set. It didn't sound like he was helping. Training another generation of roller junkies. Okay. Kids music teacher. So she was probably homeschooling too, I bet you. Mickey Mouse. Birthday, go hiking. And so what do you think the motive was behind him poisoning her? Why would he want to take the mother of his kids away? It looks like she was doing a heck of a lot for the family, doesn't it?
Did you have a Tootsie on the side?
Yeah, but who's going to take care of all those kids?
That's what I was thinking. The Tootsie, who knows?
Looks like she was homeschooling, taking care of everything on the home front. This will be some case to follow. I'm not sure why these always feel like Christmas movies to me, but I end up watching at least some of the series every year. Time for their Disney vacation. Look at that. To begin, it's nice to see the kids aren't so used to travel that the emergency procedure video becomes background noise. She's putting a lot of things that are dealing with addiction, pee addiction. I wonder. Oh, they're one that really got up into the uniforms too. I mean costumes. Horses. First girls' camp in 18 years. The girls made it so fun. If it wasn't for the sleep deprivation, I could have stayed another week. Back to school. Combined activity. So she's taken the kids on field trips, it looks like. Jim didn't believe me and had to ask. Silly Jim. Exploring the home and life of Shakespeare was also high on my list of things that validate my existence, so today was a good day. Wednesday, Jane Austen and Stonehenge. It was nearly a spiritual experience at both of these places. I have admired Jane Austen most of my life, so it was something of a dream to be standing in the house where she lived, I think she means lived, her final years. And there's just something peaceful and surreal about Stonehenge. Okay, so she's off on a trip. Is he there with her, or is she? Is that him? Yeah, okay. So they're traveling together. It really looks like, living their best life there. And seems like she's doing it all with these kids and homeschooling. First day in London. Okay. Museum of Modern Art. She's taking the kids all over. This is New York City, riding the subway to the Statue of Liberty. We're going on a trip in our favorite rocket ship sailing. Okay, so it doesn't look like finances were an issue for this couple. Because they seem to be going all over. Here's him. Daddy-daughter sweetheart dance.
I just said that to Nick about the favorite rocket ship.
Oh. Let's see what this says. Annie is running her own business. She looks like you, someone said to her. Who wants to be forever friends? I want friend weddings to become a thing. Like, let's celebrate our forever friendship with cake and partying, and let's go on a 3-week vacation. First day of preschool. It gets a little bit harder with every kid. So maybe she wasn't homeschooling because she's sending them off. Sisters Satan has raised. Okay, so I think they are Mormon. Pretty sure. Unofficial Universal Orlando podcast. Magic bands will make you happy. Are there frozen boogies coming out of our noses? Freaking cold game, but so much fun. That was their anniversary. Oh, here it is. So last night I was listening to my 13-year-old son vent his frustration after fighting with a friend on the phone because that friend made one of their mutual girlfriends cry. There was also some laughter over the irony of his being on the lecturing end of the conversation, considering how insane he drives his sisters every day on purpose. Their screaming makes him giggle. It was a night of screaming tears, disappointment, and laughter. It was a perfect microcosm of the last 16 years. It's been a roller coaster of emotions, and I'm thankful that most of it has been fun and laughter. I suppose we could do this for another 16 years or so. Okay. Let's see. I thought that was her anniversary. My dog thinks she's a cat. Oliver wanted to see Disney's Frozen. Just finished her first play. Five of my 6 kids making their way back up the hill. Well, I wonder how old then the last one is. Oh, this is him. I don't know, something's a little odd. You would think on her 8th birthday I would post a picture of the sweetest and most snuggly kid ever born, but in true Craig fashion, she felt funnier was the way to go. So here's Jim in Cleo's new sweater on her birthday. FYI, she's being baptized at 9 a.m. Saturday morning at our church building. Anyone who would like to and is able to come. He almost gives me that vibe of that other guy that killed his kids. Michael Jones. He looks like Michael Jones there. When Daddy leaves town, your house looks like a bomb went off, which means you can't actually get to your kitchen, much less make dinner, and you realize you haven't spent non-frustrating tear-inducing time, aka homework, chores, piano with your kids in decades. You just have to get out. Sometimes fajitas can relieve stress. I actually do still love, what does that say? Love and enjoy my kids. Epcot. 2015. Here's the family photo. So that's 2015. So then that's her youngest. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So it's 23. So the youngest is 8. That other one was 16. I don't know how long ago that was. Maybe he thinks the kids are at a good age. They're not babies anymore. I don't know. So I wonder what the deal is. I don't see anybody. Usually there's people posting on the page or something. Very odd. And about details about Angela, no favorite family and relationships. Her niece and a family member contact. Oh, so they only have the one boy. My boy. Right? Oh boy, yeah. Interesting. Okay, so I wonder what the deal was in that marriage. That he would poison his wife, and what did he poison her with that made her brain dead? That, well, he had her in the car. It sounded like she was conscious. Then her condition deteriorated. She was put on a ventilator. Mr. Jim Craig, what did you do to your wife? Angela Craig. Let's see. Okay, here's some more information. So they got married in 2001. Aurora dentist. Oh, that's something else. What did you do, Mr. Craig? Oh, what he poisoned her with. So let's look again. Here's another mugshot of him. He looks like his eyes are red. He's got almost like welts appearing here and here, like redness like crazy over here. What was going on with that picture? Okay, so he was arrested and booked into jail early Sunday. The arrest came 4 days after he drove his 43-year-old wife to a hospital because she was complaining of headaches and dizziness. Let's see. They don't want to give us any. Very odd. Such an odd thing. Let me see. So interesting that there's not much about. Usually you see by now like a family or somebody is speaking out about even the wife's death. Or a fun, you think in a family like that from their church and stuff, you would see this fundraiser for the kids, or you don't see it, which is very odd. Let me see something. Very odd there. Okay, let me go see something. Find it. Okay, now this is very weird. Okay, so somebody that likes something on her page that shares the same last name wrote this post 23 hours ago. Check this out. Well, really, if you are curious, a few years ago I was struggling with a midlife crisis of sorts. As a person who had so much I wanted to do and learn and make it happen, I felt like I was being put in a box, and thus putting those I loved into boxes, figuratively of sorts too, with certain expectations from the world around me. I needed to figure out more about me so I could be free to own who I was, what my potential impact could be, and change my mindset about life and my choices. Having the opportunity to learn from Eddie and other people in the community, that was such a great tool for me. Let me know in the comments if you've ever had questions and reached out to me directly. Well, if you think that it was a family member, and 23 hours ago she's writing How to Unleash Your Strengths, free training on Tuesday, March 28th. Seems quite strange. If this is something very close to her that died and then this person being arrested, she's certainly not writing as if anything has happened. So, I don't know. She looks like she sells doTERRA essential oils. I haven't heard much from them in a long time. Let me go back because that didn't tell us, and I just want to see if his father is. Former business, Utah, Boeing, Commercial Airlines, Cessna. Okay. Okay, the father and the mother look like they might have. Father graduated from Brigham Young University in 1991, and he graduated high school in 1974. Well, if he graduated high school in 1974, he'd be in his late 60s. Okay, so it's interesting. Very interesting. I just don't understand how none of the friends are talking about even her death when it happened. Very odd. Sorry, I just page in. How long did you have to? Okay, let me see this lady. She's not saying anything. Nobody's saying anything. Yeah, I find it really strange that nobody's talking about this. Okay, miss you. This person says. Victoria and Rob.
Carolyn?
Yes.
Ceci Darcy was wondering if you could tell the story on this guy. Well, she just told the story, but what evidence they have on him that he's in jail? Does it
They
say
don't
anything?
know. They didn't give us any of that, Sassy. They didn't tell us anything about the poison, just that she was dizzy, had a headache, didn't feel well, stomach pain, I believe it was, and then went to the hospital. He took her there Wednesday night. Her condition deteriorated rapidly. She was put on a ventilator, and then she was declared brain dead. Which is very... Okay, this looks like this might be a very good friend of hers. So I'm trying to see if she has anything. This is also strange. So she had a 16-year-old, 15-year-old in 2017. So he is 22 years old now, but he may be off on a mission if they are indeed Mormon, which they are. The son could even be out of the country on a mission. That's the time they're usually going on those things. Yeah. That's all I know is they traveled a lot, and she traveled with this woman too. And I went to her. She says this woman works at the dental group, but it says she lives in Sandy, Utah. That doesn't make any sense. I wonder if she just... And she has not a thing about her friend. It's very odd. Okay, here's another one. That light the world, does anybody know what that stands for? Because I see these people have it too. Let me look for what the light the world. Okay, so add light the world. It means light the world with love. Is that what that was? Let me see. No, that's not it. Add light the world to your Facebook pic, to your profile pic. Oh, it's a Mormon thing. Okay. Here's what it means. It says, so the latest initiative for the church is really taking off. Hashtag Light the World has everyone serving and looking out for their neighbors. Are you interested in getting more involved online? Want to show your support by changing your profile pic on Facebook or Twitter to include hashtag Light the World. Okay, so that was something to designate them. And so what the heck was this guy? What the heck would he be doing? What are you up to, Mr. Jim Craig, Colorado? What is this? Chief Dreams Craig. This can't be him, right? No.
Jeff H. says his wife was Mormon, that he leans more Baptist, maybe?
Oh no, he's Mormon too. Who? Jeff H. says his wife is Mormon, or this guy's wife is?
No, he said that his wife is Mormon. Jeff says his wife, and he said he leans more Baptist. I guess.
Okay.
I don't know if he's talking about himself or if he's talking about this guy. Maybe he's
No, I think they're both Mormon.
Hi, Jeff.
Let's see. Hold on. There's a newswire from 2021 about him. There we go. Here's another thing. James Tolliver Craig, DDS, is recognized by Continental Who's Who. Aurora, Colorado. Having led an impressive 14-year career of service, Dr. Craig has garnered an excellent reputation for demonstrating the highest level of professionalism, compassion, and integrity as a trusted dentist. He is currently practicing dentistry at Summerbrook Dental Group in Aurora, Colorado, where he utilizes his repertoire of expertise in general and cosmetic dentistry and all the latest technologies, including 3D microscope, X-Guide for dental implants, and the Solia laser to provide the best care possible. In addition to dentistry, he also offers TMJ ultrasounds and sleep medicine treatments, as well as teaches dental implant procedures for Noble BioCare Implant Direct and Hyosyn. He is devoted to making his patients' day better, establishing positive, long-lasting relationships. What kind of have you ever heard? I've never seen, and I know a lot of dentists, okay, because my college that I went to had a dental school. I've never seen a dentist bio like this. Long-lasting relationships and providing a safe environment for them to return for services. To prepare for his dental career, Dr. Craig completed his undergraduate studies at Brigham Young University, where he obtained his Bachelor of Science degree in zoology. He went on to receive his Doctor of Dental Surgery degree from the University of Missouri Kansas City School of Dentistry in 2006. Soon thereafter, he completed 2 years of research for the National Institutes of Health in bone substitutes and composites, and is a contributor to many scholarly papers published in peer-reviewed journals on the topic of bone substitute materials and composite filling material. Earlier in his career, Dr. Craig was a professor at the University of Missouri at Kansas City School of Dentistry, where he taught courses in clinical dentistry, biochemistry, and histology, and where he founded the International Dental Student Program, bringing licensure to foreign-born dentists wishing to practice in the United States. Wow, he just keeps going on, right? Remaining abreast of the latest dental advancements, Dr. Craig maintains active memberships and affiliations with several organizations, including the American Dental Association, Colorado Dental Association, the Metro Denver Dental Society, the Mile High CEREC Study Club, the Academy of Osseointegration, and the Integrated Dental Medicine Academy, the American Academy of Dental Sleep Medicine, and the Academy of Dental Dentistry. Additionally, he has contributed to many articles between 2007 and 2012. In his spare time, let's listen to what a great guy he is. Dr. Craig is notable for his contributions to the community. He devotes his time volunteering at the food bank for the Rockies and with Project We Can Help, which is an anti-bullying program sponsored by the Denver Police Department. In looking to the future, Dr. Craig intends to help as many people as he can, especially his patients, to get healthy throughout their whole lives. He wants his team to learn and grow to further their professional developments and continue to teach dentists how to treat patients as whole people instead of as individual teeth. Dr. Craig is happily married to his wife. I would just say happily married. Yeah, that's... It seemed the case if you tried to poison her and killed her. Mrs. Angela Craig for 20 years, who often helps out at the practice. They have 6 children, and they all enjoy the outdoors, especially camping, snowboarding, fishing, hiking, rock climbing, and mountain biking. They also enjoy visiting theme parks and are often traveling to Disney, Universal, and SeaWorld. For further information, please visit blah, 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 blah. Now that's interesting that this Catherine Green has a 516 number, which is a Long Island exchange, is it not? I believe it is. Okay. Oh, she's probably for the PR for him. So it doesn't, yeah, she probably is in Long Island. James Tolliver Craig. Let's see what you're doing, James Tolliver. Wonder if you do a reverse search on some of those pictures, if he doesn't show up on some dating sites, maybe. Who knows? Let's see. Oh, wait a second. Found something else on Mr. Craig. And this is all public information. Hold on. I don't know what the heck is going on. How did that come on? Okay. This is James Tolliver Craig files for bankruptcy, represented by the law firm Kelsey James Wiltshire. Okay, this was Chapter 11, voluntary, and this was filed in 2020, July. Okay, that was right in the midst of the lockdown was in March. This is July. Okay, closed bankruptcy case, Chapter 11. It's going down. There's all of this. Non-contested matter. Vacate hearing. Is any of this stuff clickable? No. Response to show cause. Okay, that was in July. Closed the bankruptcy case. That's in July. May. Trustees report. Okay, so maybe there is some financial stuff going on here. What's up with this? Laurel, Colorado. Formerly doing business as Summerbrook Dental Group. Let's see what else. I think this case is going to have a lot in it. Something just tells me this is going to be many layers. see what else we can find out. Oh, shoot. Just thought about something. Okay. Let me see something. Okay, let me go really quickly. Do something here. So this would be James G. Craig. Okay, let me see something here. Okay, Summerbrook. Let's see, it looks like Slam. That's interesting. That. Okay, let me just look at something here. That can't be. Hold on, I'm just trying to see if I can get something. Social media, is that him? I don't think this is probably him, but let me see. No, definitely not. Definitely not him. Okay, it looks like let's see something. Okay. Well, it's like the Watts where I'm seeing that their house should be, there's nothing there. because the Google map is July of 2012, before their house was even built, it looks like. Okay, so that's not going to help us out there, but it's looking like, let me see, it's looking like they have a very large home. 5 bedrooms, 5 baths, I believe. If this information is correct. It looks like 5 bedroom, 8 baths. Okay. Yeah, he's filing for bankruptcy. It's like something was. Okay, I have to do something real quick. How do I? Okay, where did hold on 1 second, I just have to do something really, really quick. Okay. All right, sorry, I had to send something through there. All right, let me see. So yeah, I don't know. Let me see if I have anything else I can see on him, except that they were living pretty large, but filing for bankruptcy. And small business. So did he own, let's go to that website of the Summerbrook Dental Group. Did he own that group? Let me see. Summerbrook Dental Group. All right. Okay, let's take a look at this, the whole thing. And where did I put you? Hold on, I'm going to shut down some of my things again because I can't get to my... All right. Summerbrook Dental Group is a diverse team of top-ranked Aurora dentists, dental hygienists, and staff. Okay, we don't need your help there, please, hon. Thanks. Schedule your appointment, CR COVID night virtual consultation, CR reviews. An Aurora dental partner you can count on. Meet your doctors. Oh dear. Dr. Hannah Puritz. Don't tell me he was... Are those the only two dentists in the practice, it appears? Sedation, dentistry, sleep apnea, cosmetic dentistry, dental implants. Reviews and testimonials. Ira never liked the dentist. Summerbrook brings a personal touch. Kelly didn't want to deal with the pain. We can help with the pain. Okay, so they have 2 reviews. Two dentists. Let's see what this dentist is like. Dr. Hannah Puritz, originally from Long Island, New York, and studied chemistry at the University of Rochester. She attended dental school at Boston University. Following dental school, Dr. Puritz completed a general practice residency with New York Medical College. Dr. Puritz has enjoyed working on her Spanish proficiency and treating patients of all ages and backgrounds. She's happy to be living in Colorado with her husband, Joel, finally living together after being in a long-distance relationship for 9 years due to her schooling and his military obligations. Outside of work, Dr. Puritz enjoys spending time baking, snowboarding, and playing with her puppy. Okay. One second. Well, she was married in 2022. May 29th of 2022. Her proposal is online, public. She met her husband when he was a freshman plebe cadet at West Point, traveling with the Jewish chapel choir. Joel and his group came to Central Synagogue of Nassau County and spent the weekend in Rockville. Senator Hannah and Joel became acquaintances at first until Joel asked Hannah to be his date at the sophomore yearling winter weekend ball. Hannah attended the ball, and Joel asked her if he could introduce her as his girlfriend. If you don't already know, they've been together since. After their engagement in 2016, they married legally before Joel's deployment in 2017. Here's a video of the proposal for those who haven't seen it, and it's on YouTube. Okay. All right, so she's all over the web. Okay, he probably would be, let's see now. Yet, is she still working there? Because I'm seeing another company. August 17th, she filed. Isn't this interesting? So I don't think she's even there. Because company name, Hannah Puritz DMD P LLC, Colorado Limited Liability Company, good standing, August 17th, 2022. I wonder if she's practicing on her own now somewhere, and that she's not even in that Somerville dental group. Things are looking there are, interesting. Summerbrook Dental Group has a YouTube channel. July 7th of 2022, they have a patient there called Maddie giving a video testimonial. Oh, and he's on the Facebook, the YouTube channel. Isn't that interesting? Eight months ago. Let's see. There are only 4 videos. 2 he is in. 1 patient testimonial from Mike and a patient testimonial from Maddie. So it looks like I don't see any of Dr. Purett's 8 months ago. 7 months ago, I don't think she's there anymore, number 1. Looks like he was trying to revamp things. Who knows what's going on there? A lot of changes happening in 2022, the summer of 2022. Seems like that other dentist left him. He's filing for bankruptcies. Very interesting. Okay. See what else we can find on this. This man here. I know we're still only on our first story, but I am doing a deep dive on this. I'm sorry. I don't know if anybody's even here. Let me just take a check. Maybe I'm all alone. Oh, okay. You guys are all here. All right, good. Let's see what else we can see on this. Definitely not you. All right. Summerbrook, Summer Breeze. Aurora, Colorado profile. He has a Pinterest profile as well. Isn't this interesting? Summerbrook Dental Group. Dentist, singular, providing general, family dentistry, cosmetic dentistry, teeth whitening, Invisalign, and sedation dentistry in a friendly, modern Aurora Dental Clinic in Denver. Wow, he looks so much younger there, doesn't he? His hair's not gray. What picture is that from? They've got 16 followers. Who are these people?
Lisa thinks we should see her Pinterest. What does she have on there, I wonder?
Who's Pinterest?
The girl, his wife. Doesn't she have a Pinterest?
This is his Pinterest.
Oh, I wonder what's on there.
That's what we're looking at right now. Let's see. So there's, this is his wife right here, I believe. This woman is pregnant. Look at all of these. Why does he have all this? Okay.
Looks a little weird.
That's a lot of women to be working in that dental office for one dentist. Is that not?
Yeah.
I don't see the other dentist there any longer. What the heck is going on there? And did he start coloring his hair or something? Because his hair is gray in the other pictures. And that person next to him, could that be his son? But look at all the women. I'm sorry, something looks really strange there. Okay, let's see. 4 following. Dentist for kids. My social practice. Social dental network. Mr. B Nation. That's who they're following. Followers. Denta Gamma. Dental Town, Oral Health Guide or whatever, Dental Belfast, Smobley, Monarch Dentist, Flanagan Family, we'll look at that in a second, Dental, British Medics, Biolast. So the only account that's not dental, oh no it is, Flanagan Family Dentistry is a best dental care clinic in Pennsylvania. Why are they following him? Interesting. Okay. Well, his hair is, if these are recent pictures, his hair is not at all gray the way it was in the other pictures. Okay, let's see what else we can see now. Carrie Gleason, Summerbrook Dental Group. LinkedIn. There's somebody named Carrie Gleason. Says she's worked at the Summerbrook Dental Group for 13 years and 5 months. November 2009 to the present, Dental Treatment Coordinator. Carrie Gleason. But there's no picture of her. Okay. Let's see what else. Summerbrook coupons and promos. Oh, and now we have. So, is this the same bankruptcy one? Let me see. Let's see if this is the same. Summerbrook Dental Group, PLLC. Cutner, Brian, Dickey, Ripley, PC. No, his other one was in his own name. This is also in last filing March 1st, 2023. Filed 2/21/2020. That was before lockdown. Last filing 3/1/2023. Wow, that was days before she went to the hospital. getting stranger. So now it's looking like it was definitely, there's a financial component. Why was he going bankrupt? The other dentist left him. Interesting. Very interesting. Okay. Let's see here. I wonder if that practice is even open. I mean, it's not going to be now. The dentist is, if anybody that has an appointment there tomorrow, you're not going to be going. Here's another person linked to that, Sandra Otero, dental hygienist. James Craig. I don't see any mention of that other dentist. What is this? Back case study. What is this? Hold on. Trying to bring something up here. Okay, Dr. Craig is a progressive dentist. We reached out to Dr. Craig. He was interested in the schedule. We hit it off well. Okay, so look at this thing for Grillo Marketing. Case study. 40K, 25K, 10K. Patients closed in first 2 months. Success story. Dr. Craig is a progressive dentist in Colorado. He had tried many other marketing endeavors and consistently was disappointed with little to no results. The process, we reached out to Dr. Craig via email and shared our new pay-per-show offer with him. He was interested and scheduled a call with us. We hit it off well, and by the end of our call, he said it was a no-brainer and was ready to begin. In just our 75 days of working together, Dr. Craig had closed 3 patients totaling $75,000 worth of production, all from our marketing program. These earnings brought him a nearly 10 times return on investment from what he had invested with us. Oh dear. Hey man, 75,000 closed in 2 months. Wow, some of these consults are complete busts, like no-shows or the few patients we've scheduled to come in for free in-person consultation with x-rays and they no-show. But when a patient does follow through, they are amazing. We've closed a $40,000 case, a $25,000 case, and a $10,000 case on implants, so thank you. I have my first patient coming in for an inpatient sedation consultation tomorrow, and we'll see if she shows up. But so far, this has been fantastic. Thank you. If you ever need a testimonial, I'm your guy. Wow. That really sounds like he's really invested in the patients, like he said, isn't it? Closed. He's acting like they're deals and not patients. Okay. This is the best marketing we've ever done. Dr. Jim Craig. Oh, look where it is. Coeur d'Alene. Huh, isn't that funny? 6 degrees of separation. That's a horrible thing. I mean, I can't even believe he would even want that there. And when is that from? Okay, let's see what else we can find. we'll get to the other two stories. Getting sucked into this one. I've got to find out what's going on with this guy. Inforupsy. Okay, let's see what else. Summerbrook, oral surgery, James T. Craig, United States, is a speaker at Dentist 2023 conference. Oh, is he really? He's at a speaker. Oh, when is that? Oh, isn't this funny? Look at this now. You know where he's supposed to be tomorrow? He is supposed to be... Look where he's supposed to be tomorrow. He's supposed to be in Italy tomorrow. He's one of their speakers. Craig received a Doctor of Dental Surgery degree, blah, blah, blah. We already read all this, okay. Oh, look, he is an expert speaker on topics of digital surgery, bone grafting, and head and neck surgical techniques, and he currently lectures internationally for Invista Company. Well, he's supposed to be speaking in Rome tomorrow. I don't think he's going to make it, do you? I don't think so. Okay. So he did this on Wednesday. Very interesting. Very interesting.
Wonder if there's an arrest affidavit. I know I'm echoing everybody. I apologize.
Yeah, it's probably not released yet because they're not giving a lot of details, so it's probably still sealed, but he was only arrested early this morning, but I can check. Let me see. Interesting. Okay. Let me see. Now, so he was supposed to be in Rome. We're finding out a lot on this guy. Let's go and see. I love doing something like this. Let's see. James Tolliver Craig. Let's see. Let's see if there's any more news on this. Police say there was suspicion regarding the victim's sudden illness and death. An investigation by Major Crimes Homicide Unit detectives. Poisoning death. What would he poison her with? Let's see something here. There's no more information other than what they're saying now about his arrest. Let's see if we can find anything here. Colorado dentist. However, they believed her rapid deterioration was suspicious and reported it to police. The Aurora Police Major Crimes Homicide Unit launched an investigation and found that the victim was poisoned, allegedly by the man who had rushed her to the hospital. When the suspicious details of this case came to light, our team of officers and homicide detectives worked tirelessly to uncover the truth behind the victim's sudden illness and death, said Chief Mark Hildebrand. It was quickly discovered this was, in fact, a heinous, complex, and calculated murder. Once the woman was taken off of life support, they obtained a warrant and arrested Craig, 45, early Sunday. He was booked into the jail on a first-degree murder charge. No motive has been released for the killing. The investigation is ongoing. See. Aurora police have accused an Aurora dentist of somehow poisoning his wife and killing her last week. Police have arrested James Tolliver Craig. His charges in a first-degree murder. Drove shortly after arriving at the hospital. Police did not say how they became involved in the death, which they deemed suspicious. The investigation revealed the victim was poisoned. Police say anyone with information should call Metro Crime Stoppers at 720-913-7867. Wish there were some comments or something on here. It's very bizarre. There's nothing about it on Facebook because in cases like this, there's always people, even family members, that start speaking out, or neighbors or people in the area. Let me try this. Let me see. Okay, here comes something now. Finally. All right. Let's see what the comments on this news release now on the Aurora Police. This is heartbreaking, someone says. I love reading the comments. You can learn so much from them. I can't believe it. He is a wonderful dentist and human person who has been our family dentist for over 15 years. I chose innocence until proven guilty. 3 hours ago that was written. Okay, here comes another one. OMG, scream emojis. He was my dentist. I liked seeing his hygienist. After he listen to this now. After he tried to scam me, telling me I needed a bunch of stuff done that I didn't need, I declined seeing him. I just went for cleanings, and I was about to schedule another appointment. Never mind! 4 exclamation points. I guess I'll be looking for a new dentist clinic now. It's so hard to find an honest one these days that also has good hygienists. Okay, and there are 11 replies. So, listen to this now, see? So here comes another one. So true. I was only with him for a short amount of time, and I left my other dentist's office because I felt like they were a used car salesman telling me I needed this and this when all I needed was just a cleaning. So someone then put a recommendation. Someone said, same here. Told me I needed $1,000 worth of work. Went and got a second opinion and had no cavity at all. Next one said, she's talking about another dental thing. She said, let's see. He did the same thing to me. I knew he was scamming me. I found a new dentist. Let's see. This other one's telling about this dental thing that you can watch Netflix with headphones on the TV above you during procedures. It's nice. Okay, here we go. Here's someone else. As everyone can see, be kind and encourage others when you have the chance. Marriage is hard, and in this demanding society, stress gets the best of us. This man worked for his community his whole life, and not one person was able to reach through to him. May his wife rest in peace, and this man find the compassion he needs to deal with this evil. And somebody said, here's a thought, maybe just don't get married anymore. There's no reason to. Someone said, this is a joke, right? He's a murderer who could have just gotten a divorce. Now his kids don't have a mother and are about to lose their father for life. Don't make this man out to be anything less than the monster he is. Okay, let's see. All right, someone said, I always have to remember the 3 rules from the show, Major Crimes. It's always the husband, it's always the husband, it's always the husband. Someone said, hold up. My dentist that I've seen for 18 years? What in the world? Girl, same, somebody says. Same for about 20 years, 10 years. Really curious to see the evidence on this case. This is all coming out in the last hour. 2 hours. Okay. Another one says, I used to temp for Dr. Craig. He seemed like a great dentist and a devoted family man. Very sad indeed. Another one says, what happened to innocent until proven guilty? We don't know the whole story, so before we judge, let the legal process do its job properly. A woman is dead, the husband in jail, and children without their parents. My heart hurts for these children. Someone said, trial by social media. I thought APD would know better, that's the Aurora Police Department, than to be printing declarative statements until the suspect has been found guilty by a jury of their peers in a court of law. Unfortunately, in this country, you are guilty until proven innocent. How can they tell whether she took the drugs herself or not? Maybe he confessed, someone said. I used to work for him, said this woman. Someone said, yeah, I wonder what will happen with all of his staff and patients now. This is crazy. Let's see. So then another one said, they really did seem like a normal family. Granted, this was 6 or 7 years ago, but someone said, I saw him like 2 weeks ago. He was super normal. Someone says, yikes, I bet this makes you wonder about him. So did I see him. Someone said it's hard to just leave or just get a divorce when you're in an abusive relationship because you were always afraid this is going to happen. Someone said, this can't be real. I worked for him for almost 4 years. I am shocked. Someone said, I know how close you all were. Dude, I'm in shock. I can't imagine how you guys feel. This other one says, he was so kind, understanding, supportive. Would have given you the shirt off his back. He stayed after hours to work on family members that were in need. He would work out payment plans for people who needed it. I am just shocked. I have books signed from him when I left. I am just utterly dumbfounded. The other one said, wow, I did notice a change in him over the years, just less genuine, more of a salesman. Whereas when I started going to him, he was amazing. I almost filed a malpractice suit against him, actually. But that's a whole different story. He definitely was a family man. I remember seeing her in the office several times with his kids. Other one said, I know I'm in shock. Another person said, I'm in complete disbelief. Not what I would have ever expected. They're poor kids. Oh gosh, I'm just speechless. Another one said, right, I couldn't imagine. My mom and I still can't believe it. She loved working for him. He helped so many people. I wonder what happened that led him to do this. We don't know the truth, someone said. We don't know the truth. Innocent until proven guilty. Then somebody else says, my son was best friends with his older son in elementary school. He helped my boys and I so much. Very shocking to see this tonight. I feel very bad for the children. Someone said, yuck. I used to work for him. Me too. This is someone else. Another person says, OMG, he has been my dentist for more than 18 years. I am in shock. Another one said, so sad. He seemed really nice when we first started seeing him. Another person said, I was seeing him too. This is crazy. Someone said 15 years for me. Another one said, OMG, this is horrible. Another one said, I would like to talk to some of his patients if you're willing. I wonder who that is trying to get some of his patients. Oh, it's an investigative reporter. Look at that. Combing the police department page. And one of them said, he is a wonderful person in my experience for over 25 years, innocent until proven guilty. Another person said, you've known him since he was 20 years old? Wow, glad you caught him. What happened to people? Somebody said, next on Dateline 2020. Guy said, he just gave me a root canal last week. I'm utterly shocked. This is just plain creepy in so many ways. Someone said he probably used something he had access to as a dentist. This is so shocking. He's been my dentist for years. So sad. I'm pretty sure he has 6 kids. This is my dentist. I feel so bad for their 6 kids. I worked for him. This doesn't make sense. My heart breaks for those kids. I cannot even believe this. Someone said, what a toxic and despicable way of being. I hope he rots. Somebody said, rots in prison for the next 50 plus years. Someone said, pretty impressive. I suspect the hospital should get a big assist in figuring it out so quickly. That being said, if there was no bleed or stroke on CT MRI and no other cause, toxin would come up very quickly, particularly cyanide as a possible agent. Okay. Somebody said, my daughter used to work for him. She just called me. Somebody said, they already canceled his license because I looked. Someone said, that's a good thing. 6 kids without their mom? Dude, you should have just divorced her. But the insurance money got him greedy. Why don't these folks just divorce their spouses and pay their spouse maintenance or child support? It's better than being in prison, getting robbed, arred, and stabbed daily. That's subjective, someone said. It's not subjective, it's common sense. Would you jump off a bridge without thinking of the consequences? That's not based on feelings. Someone said, I've literally been through this twice. Don't tell me it's not subjective. Okay, great. Yet another reason to not want to go to the dentist, someone said. Because now every dentist is a murderer, someone else said. See the humor, Patty. So sorry I offended you. Have some ice cream. Someone said, LOL, I understand. I was also being funny. Seriously, someone said. My dentist, with screaming emojis. Right, I've been seeing him every 6 months for 15 years. Not anymore. Way to state the obvious. Next you will tell me that the sun rises and sets and the days ends in Y. Not together. Okay, let's see. This is my dentist. I have been seeing as a patient for 5 years. Correction, was. No, not Dr. Craig. This is my dentist. He sounds like he had a really booming practice to be filing for this bankruptcy. That's some scary stuff. Was your dentist. Get over yourself and worry about something more serious, like the 6 children who are now without parents. I didn't know he had 6 children, and if you don't have anything nice to say, then don't say anything to me. Hold on. Oh, what else have we got here? Let's see if there's anything else going on here. That's very interesting, huh? Let's see if they have anything else. Okay, let's see. Okay. Okay, so now we're hearing from some people that he was trying to scam them, things they didn't need. Oh my goodness. Okay, let's see if there's any other comments on anything about him. Okay, here's another one. Are there any comments on that? None. There's another one. Any comments? Nope. Comments? Nope. Let's see. Okay, so that's the only one with comments. Okay, so we're finding out some interesting stuff. Got a bankruptcy. You're curious about the life insurance amount. Yeah, I don't know. Let me look at the chat and see what everybody else is saying here. Let me go back a little bit. Okay. Nicole says evil dentist. Hi says whatever happened to simply walking away. Chris Watts could have done that too. Just walk the hell away, right? Hi 61, yeah. Lisa says, yeah, why can't they just walk away? Exactly, Lisa.
You made us look really forward to going to the dentist tomorrow, just saying.
And I'm going too.
I know.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Okay. Let's see. Emmy, hi. Annie B, hello there. Hello to Scooter. Margot says, hi, Annie B. Okay. Sassy says, I worked for a dentist that we would fill out the insurance paperwork. Let's say a 2-surface filling. He would open the mail and change it to a 4-surface filling. Oh, I believe you, Sassy Dorsey. I totally believe you. Perhaps he got on drugs. That could very well be. That would, yeah, that could very well be. I bet his patients cannot believe it. Well, we just heard that. Yeah, right. Easy to become addicted to drugs as a doctor or dentist. That's true. Another one said, he makes me want to rinse and spit, Jeff H. said. The people who worked for him sounded like they hate him. Let's see. The staff do not have jobs anymore. His staff must be freaking the freak out. Right.
He sure seemed to have a lot of former employees responding in that.
Yeah, I know.
It seemed like he went through a lot of employees.
And he had a lot of patients, it seemed, as well. Long-term patients. Let's see. I came in one morning to find the dentist in the chair sucking down nitrous oxide. We shut the tanks off and he came to his senses. We all went home for the day. Oh boy. The actions of one person affect so many, Ann Rose said. Absolutely. Jeff H. said, I wonder what proof they have that he did it. I don't know yet. Was he having an affair? We don't know yet, Annie B. He explained the next day why he was depressed, because he was in the workhouse. He was going through an awful divorce and committed perjury, meaning he did not do what the judge told him to do. No, not this guy. Sassy L. Sassy worked for a dentist that did that. She was relaying an experience that she had with the dentist that she worked for. Okay, so let's see. James T. Craig. Yeah, I mean, it's just crazy, right? Why he would... Could be life insurance, could be the motive. Maybe he thought the kids were older. Maybe there were problems in the marriage. Maybe there was a side piece of some sort and financial problems. And he thought, well, no one will suspect me. Oh, what is this? Boys Town behavioral.
Oh, I'll read Deborah's comment.
I read a news article that she said she was experiencing symptoms 2 weeks prior and had been examined at a hospital at least twice, but relatives thought it was a sinus infection. Interesting. Let's see. Let me see here. Person close to Angela's family that she was a phenomenal woman, outgoing and the best mother you can imagine. She was very supportive of her husband, even working in his practice during financial difficulties. Well, it sounds like they were having financial difficulties, right? Yes, their youngest child was 8. Their oldest child was 20, but their oldest child should be 22 according to her Facebook page. She began experiencing symptoms a couple of weeks ago and told family members about headaches and lightheadedness. She had been examined at the hospital at least twice before Wednesday morning, but her relatives thought it might be a sinus infection because she was susceptible to that. And one of her brothers, who lives in Salt Lake, went out to be with her. They didn't expect foul play at that point, but after she was admitted to the hospital again, her husband made himself scarce. He had not been around the family much in the last few days, said the source. That led to some suspicion. Now, they say a third party went to the police with some type of evidence that led police to believe that James T. Craig was somehow involved in this. Okay, and everything else I've already covered. And then they found the bankruptcy. I've already found that. Okay. Okay, let's see. Okay, let me see. Take this back, put that there. "8:45 p.m. Wednesday, Craig drove his wife to the local hospital. She was complaining of severe headaches and dizziness. Okay, somebody said over here, Denver 7 spoke with 3 different people who said they are clients. He was literally the best dentist I ever had. That's why I recommended him to my mom, and that's why I recommended my brother. So it was a large clientele that came here under that trust," said Andrew Orth, who claims he was at the office last week and had to see a different dentist because Craig was at the hospital with his wife due to a medical emergency. Danielle Travis says one of the reasons she bonded with Craig was his children, since she also brings her kids to his dental practice. "My first thought was really first of his kids and second of his employees, who have been incredibly nice people. I just can't imagine any kid, 6 kids, being without a mother and potentially even being without a father, and again, someone who I would have never ever expected to be in this kind of situation." Let's see if there's any more comments. I believe we can learn the most from comments.
Jeff's age said that, in addition, they said a third party went to the police with
Yeah,
some type of
I did
evidence.
say that. Yeah, I did say that just now.
Oh, wow. Oh, my God. I was listening. Sorry, I was.
What is this now? James. Okay, let me do James. James. Maybe they found something in the trash or something. Okay, there's one more comment. Really? Let's see. Let's go to the newest. Newest, let's see. So now this woman's saying they already canceled his license. Okay, someone said dentists actually have the highest suicide rate among all white-collar jobs, but there are some mental health issues at play here. Another person said, "Did you make that up because you feel sorry for him, or you're just trying to rationalize what most people don't do and kill humans because they can?" Nope. It won't let me upload a picture at the moment on this post, but check the link. Medical doctors have a higher suicide rate versus dentists, so he meant to poison himself and not her is what he's implying. It's natural humans want to pin this on something else. Someone said, "I don't think that is necessarily proven. Cite your sources." And the person says, nope, it's true. I wish she would have done that instead. Let's see. Somebody said, careful if you're posting on here. I've already gotten contacted by 17 reporters asking me for a statement. F that. No. Back off. Don't contact me. It'll be interesting to hear the motive. What a cruel death. Okay, so now she died. I wonder what day she died. Can't find an obituary for her. Let's see. Angela. Huh, this is weird. How weird is this? There's a baby registry online. Angela Craig and Justin Craig's registry. Aurora, Colorado. It's just strange. Due date April 20th, 2023. That's just a weird coincidence with name and location. Okay, let me look at something here. What is that? Patience. Riverside, Missouri. Did they live in Rexburg, Idaho as well? Isn't that funny? That's another link. Rexburg, Idaho to Lori Vallow. And we saw the other link. What's the other link? We just saw it. I can't even remember it now, but I just said it before. To another case. I see now who her family probably is. Let me look at something. Okay, it seems like. Let's see. I've got another link to Powell. That is so weird. That's that link. Rexburg. And what was the other one? I said before, I can't even think. Okay, let's see. This one is Natalie. This is probably okay, I could get lost down a rabbit hole in this case. We'll look for a little. Let me just go over the other two cases real quick, and then we can see if anything else is on that other one, because otherwise I'm not going to get them done. And then I don't want to be accused of clickbait. Okay, so the ones we have. Okay, so the Axeman. This is our Axeman. And
One wanted to know what site that was that the Craig information's on.
oh, it's on all different sites. I've been searching all over. Which one? I'll tell you in a minute, Ty. Well, let me just go over this one. A man who allegedly claimed that he supported ISIS and he threatened to kill the New York mayor and police officers at the St. Patrick's Day Parade was arrested. 32-year-old Rydon Kola. He is arrested in connection with the threats, which were aimed at local officials in Yonkers, New York. Kola allegedly began posting the threats on social media beginning back in November of 2021. And he wrote in one message, "I am going to slaughter you little girls." In December of 2021, he allegedly said he intended to murder Yonkers Mayor Mike Spano and police officers, prompting authorities to visit him. Kola allegedly admitted to posting the messages, but he asserted that they were not serious and that didn't plan to harm anyone. He allegedly sent additional messages earlier this month, writing that he was going to burn the world until he found a particular officer. He later wrote that he would crucify officers and their superiors at the city's St. Patrick's Day Parade on McLean Avenue. Okay, this is in Yonkers. It will be a horror scene, he allegedly wrote. In January, he posted statements supporting the jihad and the war against non-Muslims, including a depiction of a raised index finger known to be used by jihadist groups, including the terrorist organizations ISIS, according to the Justice Department. Authorities arrested Kola one day before the Yonkers Parade on Saturday. Prosecutors presented a photo of Kola holding an axe and said his threats violated the law. Threatening violence against police or to undermine public safety will not be tolerated. And he now stands charged and faces prison time for his threats against our dedicated law enforcement partners tasked with keeping us safe. That says the U.S. Attorney Damian Williams. He could face up to 5 years in prison if convicted. Okay, so it wasn't New York City, it was Yonkers. That's why. Yonkers. Okay. Now let's see. The other one that we're just going to look at is the Connecticut mom that was murdered by her ex because seeming like the Connecticut police failed her. So, her family members and loved ones of the Connecticut mother who was allegedly murdered by her former boyfriend in front of her young child said that authorities botched efforts to protect her, and they have taken the first step towards filing a lawsuit against the police. Go over here. So, the family of the Milford, Connecticut woman who was killed in a December, now this is axe attack. Isn't that funny? Weird funny that the other guy was with the axe and here we are with an axe. Plans to sue the city for not preventing her gruesome and premeditated death. In letters sent on behalf of the father, 40-year-old Julie Mignot, and one of her 3 sons, the lawyer noted that she reached out to police several times in the weeks before her death about harassment by Ewan DeWitt, who police say killed her in her Salem Walk condo in front of the couple's 3-year-old boy, while another one of her sons was also home. Unbelievable. She feared for her life due to the harassment, said her lawyer, Michael Rosnick, in his February 28th notice, announcing the family's intention to file a lawsuit against the city, the police department, and an officer who had been assigned to investigate her case. The alleged harassment included more than 200 text messages that DeWitt had sent to her in the weeks before the murder, while charges were still pending against him in connection with a 2019 incident during which he had drunkenly thrown a playpen at her head, causing a wound that required 5 staples to close. Rosnick wrote, despite the foregoing, the proposed defendants failed to take timely action to obtain an arrest warrant and or to arrest Mr. DeWitt, who was in violation of a protective order at the time of her murder. Rosnick wrote that in the notice, which describes the homicide as particularly gruesome and premeditated. According to authorities, the officer that was assigned to the case, Scott Nablin, prepared an arrest warrant for DeWitt, but it was returned by a prosecutor seeking additional unspecified information, and it wasn't submitted again prior to her death. After the homicide, Nablin was put on leave pending an internal investigation. While the 2019 case was pending in court, DeWitt was also arrested in North Carolina for drunkenly assaulting a female paramedic. Unfortunately, her death was preventable. Mr. DeWitt had a long history of violent behavior against her and others, all of which was known or should have been known to the proposed defendants. The city's attorney and Mayor Ben Blake did not respond to any messages for comment from the Connecticut Post. The notice that was sent to the city to satisfy procedural requirements in state laws governing how and when municipalities can be sued does not cite a specific amount of damages sought, but says they include medical expenses, lost wages, pain and suffering, and the loss of love and affection. The family intends to make its best efforts to hold accountable those who fail to perform their respective duties, Rosnick said. In addition, they hope that their case will serve as a vehicle to provide better protections to those who are at risk from domestic violence and abuse. Very good. That's horrible what happened to her, but it's good for the family for trying to make this right, because they're just not taking it seriously. Okay, now we can just do a quick murder update, and then we can go and see if there's any more about the dentist. Okay. So there is a video that I made about that auction. We may have somebody that might be going to that auction, so that might be something that we cover, but let's see. There is a update here. So prosecutors are vowing to pursue the litany of alleged financial crimes against Alex Murdaugh to ensure that he dies in prison. He was convicted earlier this month for murdering his wife Maggie and son Paul. He was sentenced to 2 consecutive life terms in prison. While those convictions are being appealed, the state Attorney General Alan Wilson and Deputy Attorney General Creighton Waters said they want to do everything possible to get justice for all of the Murdaugh crime victims. These victims deserve their day in court, and we are going to pursue every case that involves every other victim, Wilson said. There are 99 pending charges against Murdaugh for alleged financial crimes, including breach of trust, money laundering, tax evasion, fraud, forgery, etc. Pursuing those cases would mean holding trials in 5 courts across the state. Additional convictions could ensure that the disgraced lawyer stays in prison for life pursuant to South Carolina's 3 strikes law, which would take any chance of parole off the table. But even if prosecutors do notch a minimum number of new convictions to ensure Murdaugh stays in prison for life, Waters said the state will still prosecute all viable cases. We're talking about somebody who allegedly had abused that diploma on the wall that we, lawyers, all have, and did so in a way that is unparalleled. Murdaugh is serving his life sentence at the high-security Kirkland Correctional Institution in Columbia, South Carolina. Okay, so now we can go back to the dentist. Now, High 61, what did you want to know? All of that information I dug around for. What information are you talking about? Which one? Tell me. Let me see if there's any more. There seems to be one more comment. The comments are coming in slowly now, slowly. Okay. Andrew, what a cruel death. You've already got scammers on the comments putting these things they want you to click on. Don't click on any of the links for videos. They're not real. There's not much new. Let me go back to the... Let's go back to the chat. Okay. Oh my goodness. Let me see what you guys are saying. Would you consider taking... Oh, Carolyn P. Yeah, Carolyn P. Somebody else was also thinking of going, but yeah, if you're thinking of going, great. Hey there, boxing, MMA. How are you doing? Link to MR blog, Mr. Blog. Oh, my blog is mommyramblings.org. Here. That's my other, and then I have truecrimechat.org. Okay, and then I have a few others. Okay. You're making plans to go. Oh, good. Let us know. Maybe you could come on Zoom, and you don't have to show yourself. You could just show us the stuff. That would be real fun. We'd really love that. Okay. So, I don't know how much more, but this is the case. Believe me, I'm going to keep digging on this case, and I'm going to definitely be following this up. Now, let's not forget, Letitia, they're going to start jury selection tomorrow. All right, so we have to see how that goes. I don't know if they're going to let us, I don't think they're letting us even hear any of that. Unfortunately, it's not going to be like Murdaugh where we could hear it. I don't believe they're going to let us hear any of that, but who knows? I don't think so, but you know, you never know. Never know. And I have to go to the dentist tomorrow, but it's real late in the day, so I'll be around. But I don't think they're going to, unfortunately, let us hear anything on that. Let me just check real quick. There's a lot of local hype, Carolyn P. Let me see what I was going to say. Let me go and take a quick look at that auction to see if there's any more interesting stuff going up there. Uh-oh. Where's that? Where's my video? Here we go. Boxing MMA 365. Thank you for becoming a Deputy Rambler. Emmy, they said they're going to have more pictures for us on Tuesday or Wednesday, but I'm just going to go check real quick to see if there's anything. Let me check. Okay, Liberty auction. Okay, details. Okay, so 8 hours ago they put details about the upcoming auction. Here it is. Thursday, March 23rd, starting at 4 p.m. No online bidding, no absentee bids. If you want something, you have to be in there in person. Anything from a previous auction date has been sold. The rest of the pictures for this week will be posted Tuesday and Wednesday. For now, these are the most frequently asked questions. See y'all Thursday. Okay. And the comments are, can I have the address, please? Someone said, I noticed it at the top of the bio. What's the earliest we can get our number? I believe the vehicles have already been sold, someone said, but I could be wrong. Someone said the vehicles are included. Liberty Auction said, no, you're wrong. The vehicles are included in the next auction. When is the next auction for the vehicles? Someone said. Well, the next auction would be March 23rd. Please stream this, somebody told them. Let's see. Someone said, could have made a lot of money if you allowed online and phone bidding. Another person said, bird in hand. Another person said, they will still make a lot of money. Somebody said, I'm sure it will be a media circus. Great opportunity for someone to offer rides to and from. Someone said, wait, why? What did I miss? Someone said, it's items from the Murdaugh estate. Oh, wow. Chuck said, he will run the store if we go. Someone said, this is the auction I need to be at. I have a feeling everyone is going to be there. I just got to see that haunted mansion mess. Someone said, as long as you're not buying any of it, our family has enough bad juju. Okay. So that's that. And I'll show you something else I noticed today. In this picture, look at all of the turtle lamps here that you can see in the mirror. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then you can see these that we saw in the previous picture. They're over there. Those you see, but now the mirror is reflecting all of those other ones. Isn't that interesting? Everything sells to the highest bidder. How much for the antlers and deer heads? Everything sells to the highest bidder. That's an auction, ma'am. Let's see. The last I heard, it is not legal to sell a deer mount in South Carolina, but they're saying, no, this is Georgia, silly. Okay. All right. So that is that. So we're covering all the bases here now. So the kind of things we wanted, yeah, with the things we're most pressing to know is, did Angela have life insurance policy? Was there a romantic side piece? Why was he filing for bankruptcy? Was it drugs? Was it gambling? What was it that was causing him to be so in debt? Because it seemed like he had a lot of patience. Why did he start scamming? That thing he wrote with that marketing agency sounded really used car salesman, like they said. So we have to find out about all of that and what, was going on with their house and everything. Okay. Because their house, the resale value of it is over like $1 million from what I'm gathering online. But I told you there's no picture of it because it's like the Chris Watts case. You look at the Google Street Map and it's 2012 and the house isn't even there. So, okay. Let's go. I want to look at one other thing here. Okay. I wonder if this could. No, they can't be here. Get this off here. Okay, so I don't see. Individuals, hold on 1 second. Board. Okay, let me look at something else. Now I know that woman said okay, let me see something. I'm not seeing his license is canceled yet, so I don't think that lady's telling the truth, or she doesn't. Maybe she's not seeing this. Suspended. Nope. Not seeing that yet. I think that's too soon because he was just arrested this morning. And it's a Sunday. And you're supposed to be in Rome. Not going to Rome. Okay, here's another photo. It's small. And it looks like him back there. And there's not as many people around him there as there was in that other picture. So many different pictures of himself all over. This one we already looked at. Right. Food banks. Okay. PRN Newswire. We've seen that. Summerbrook. Press release. Let's see what this one is. Highly trained. Top dog. Okay. And there's another picture of him. Where's this from? That's an older picture of him. I mean, a current picture of him. That's very shocking. Okay. I don't know. There's not. I'm gonna have to wait to see if let me see if there's anything in this one. The arrest came 4 days after the suspected dentist drove his 43-year-old wife to the hospital. Okay, we've heard that multiple times. Calculated murder. Okay. Nothing new there. She was declared medically brain dead a short time later, it's saying in a statement. Let's see their statement. Okay, let's look at this. Here's something. Maybe let's take a look. Aurora dentist arrested for homicide, Aurora, Colorado. Aurora dentist was arrested early this morning on the murder charges in the poisoning death of his wife. James Tolliver Craig, 45, was arrested early Sunday morning by patrol officers and the Aurora Police Department Major Crimes Homicide Unit. He was booked about 2 a.m. into the jail on charges of first-degree murder. The charges stem from about 8:45 p.m. Wednesday when Craig drove his wife, 43, to a local hospital because she was complaining of severe headaches and dizziness. Shortly after arriving at the intensive care unit, she was declared medically brain dead a short time later. Major Crimes Homicide Unit detectives launched an intensive investigation into the suspicious death. The investigation revealed the victim was poisoned. A warrant for first-degree murder was obtained early Sunday morning, shortly after doctors made the decision to take the victim off of life support. Okay, shortly after. So that was 2 a.m. Sunday, which means, okay, you're looking at what we would call Saturday night. They're getting that warrant, so she probably died sometime on Saturday or Friday. When the suspicious details of this case came to light, our team of officers and homicide detectives tirelessly worked to uncover the truth behind the victim's sudden illness and death, said Division Chief Mark Hildebrandt. It was quickly discovered this was in fact a heinous, complex, and calculated murder. I am very proud of our Major Crimes Homicide Unit's hard work in solving this case and pursuing justice for the victim. The investigation remains active and ongoing. Anyone with information about the case is asked to contact the Metro Denver Crime Stoppers at 720-913-STOP. Okay. And that's the official from City of Colorado. Let me see something. Yeah, I think I'll have to follow up on this tomorrow. See what comes out on that. Let me go to the chat. Chat. Okay. I'm exhausted. It was nice talking to Deb after the movie. She's such a pleasure. Deborah, I've been there several times. It'll be hot and crowded. Oh, hot and crowded. Oh, that doesn't... Hot, I can't even imagine. We're supposed to get milder weather this week, but okay, I will do that deep dive. You know that, Jenny. Those are my favorite things to do, or deep dives.
This will be an interesting one to do a deep dive on, Carolyn.
Yeah, lots of stuff on there, it seems. Okay, so I think we're going to call it a night tonight. Thanks for everybody coming in, and so we'll be back tomorrow, and we'll have things we want to talk about. There'll always be things we want to talk about. We'll definitely talk about this case. We'll definitely talk about Letitia and any of the other stuff that comes up in the meantime. All right, and everybody have a good night. Take care. Love you. God bless. Prayers for all that need them, and we'll see you tomorrow. Be good. Bye now. This site says preview at 1 p.m. on Thursday. Okay, good. Hope you go, and I hope you take us with you. All right. See you guys later. I hope you have a great night too, Boxing MMA. Thank you for becoming a Deputy Rambler. You're going to like this. You're going to like it here. Sounds like the guy from Men's Warehouse. I think you're going to like it here. Okay. See you.
You're gonna like it.
See you later, guys. Okay, let me end this one.